People become addicted to pornography, junk food, social media, or stimulants, not because they are inherently undisciplined or weak, but because of one small act of indulgence. That very first time, the first just once, opens the door for habits to form, unintentionally becoming the chain that binds them forever. Today, let Buddha and mindfulness share this story with you, so we can better understand the nature of indulgence, something all of us may have fallen into, and take away meaningful lessons to change our future.
One quiet afternoon, in a small room of the mountain monastery, the great master lay on his deathbed, preparing to take his final breath. His disciples and elder monks had all gathered to bid farewell. Everyone was waiting for his last teaching, a profound truth he had spent his entire life pursuing. But instead, he held the hand of his chosen successor and whispered something very strange. Remember, never allow a cat into your life. Then he closed his eyes and passed away peacefully. The entire monastery was stunned. A cat? What was so special about a cat? That would be his final words. The young successor was even more puzzled. He didn't dare ask anyone, but in his heart, he kept replaying those words. Why a cat? Why did Master say that to me? Seeing the young monk lost in thought, an elder monk who had lived many years alongside the Master came close and gently said, "You don't know, do you? That sentence holds an entire lifetime's meaning. Let me tell you the story." And then he began recounting a tale long buried, starting from when the Master was still a young man. Back then, the young man had left behind his family, wife, and all possessions to seek enlightenment in the mountains. He lived in a humble bamboo hut in the forest, begging for alms once a day and spending the rest of his time in meditation. He owned only 2 robes, living simply but freely. Until one day, rats began invading his hut and chewing his clothes. A kind villager gave him a cat to chase the rats away. The monk hesitated briefly, but accepted. The cat worked wonders, and from that day, the rats no longer disturbed him. But then the cat needed milk, and the monk had nothing to feed it. The villagers suggested, "Why not keep a cow? You'll have milk for the cat and for yourself." It made sense, so he accepted a cow. But the cow needed grass and daily care. He had to ask for grass frequently. Losing precious time meant for his practice. Seeing this, the villagers offered another solution. There's a widow in the village. Her husband passed away, and she has no family. If you let her stay, she can help care for the cow, cook, and look after the hut. He thought for a while and agreed. The woman moved in and dutifully took care of everything. The monk felt grateful, and over time, they talked more, worked together in the garden, and shared meals. Eventually, they fell in love. When their first child was born, the monk of the past had now become a father and a husband, laboring every day to support his family. One afternoon, after a long day tilling the soil, he looked up at the sky and wondered, "I once left the world behind to seek truth, and now I'm living just like before, only this time it's quieter." Then it hit him. It all began with a cat. The elder monk ended the story with a calm gaze and said, "That cat wasn't just a cat. It was a symbol of the first indulgence. Just one small distraction is enough to lead the mind astray, far from the path we once chose, without us even realizing it." Then he continued, "People get addicted to porn, junk food, social media. Not because they want to. They just think just once, but that once opens the door to habits, which then become chains."
The mind, if left unchecked, can lead us astray no matter how strong we are. It's like a powerful car with no steering wheel, full of speed but with no direction. Even someone like the Master, once so resolute that he renounced everything, could be defeated by one small choice. So remember his words. Never allow the cat into your life. Because once it's in, it settles in quietly, then opens the door for the whole world to rush in and sweep you far from your true self. If this story touched something within you, take a deep breath and share it with someone you love. And don't forget to subscribe to Buddha and Mindfulness for more gentle stories and teachings to help you live with clarity, compassion, and peace. Stories and teachings for a mindful life.